So welcome to our QA session, live QA session. This is the third live video QA session. Let me just tell you what we did before. So we started with Maxim from Occidental Petroleum. That was October 17th. We had Donna Raja Kasinathan from Qualcomm, and today we're hosting Amir from Databricks. And if you go to the SIAM webpage, which is just coming in a sec, you can actually find all the videos of the talks that we had in the past in right here. Videos, including the one that we're just having now, they're going to be also uploaded to YouTube and as well as the WKU SIAM webpage. And I just want to say a few more words about our future events before I start introducing Amir to you. So in February 2020, we're going to host Jesus Martinez from Occidental Petroleum. And in March, we are going to have someone else from Oxy, Reza Rastegar. He's the Senior Director of the Advanced Analytics. And we're going to have another talk scheduled already. Koray Karabina from Florida Atlantic University. He's a cryptographer. So I just wanted to advertise these talks to you. Just keep watching WKU SIAM for the exact date and time of those talks. I want to introduce you to the speaker real quick. So Amir, I'm still scared of pronouncing your last name wrong.
Yeah,
so
I'll always put it on my slide. Is Issaei.
Issaei, here we go. So
there we go.
That's the right one. Who was closer to that? Okay, I think you were closer. Issaei. Okay. So Amir Issaei is a senior data science consultant at Databricks. He educates customers on how to leverage Databricks' unified analytics platform in machine learning projects. He also implements machine learning and advanced analytical solutions to solve clients' business problems. Before joining Databricks, he worked at American Airlines Operations Research Department, where he supported customer planning, airport, and customer analytics groups. And in 2014, he was involved in a fully cycle of software development in Canada, where he worked on the next generation of a flight procedure designer for the military sector. He received a master's degree in mathematics from University of Waterloo and a bachelor's degree in engineering physics from University of British Columbia. So after this short intro, so I'm gonna introduce our moderators to you.
Hi, my name's Emma. I'm the social media officer for SIAM.
Hi, my name is William. I'm the future secretary of SIAM.
Hey, I'm Jaron. I'm the president of SIAM.
I'm Ryan. I'm the treasurer of SIAM.
I'm Camille. I'm the webmaster of SIAM.
So they are all ready to ask you tough questions, but we're gonna pass the ball to you, and then we are gonna let you have your presentation.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks a lot for introduction, Oscar. So I put this talk together when we talked to see how I can share my experience in the first place, and then tell you a journey to data science. That's why I put a journey, because data science still is a vague, I call it vague industry or vague field, because it doesn't have a perfect definition. And when I go through this presentation, you will see that the people with different backgrounds actually can penetrate into data science. It doesn't have to be very technical. It doesn't have to be math or statistics heavy. It can be, I know really good data scientists that are coming from different backgrounds, like philosophy even. So you will see that the journey is different. So my purpose, the whole purpose of this presentation, is to make sure I give you guys some idea about what data science is, how I got here, and I will do a demo of ML. I know that you had listened to ML before, but I'm going to do a demo for you. Like, what does it mean even when we do machine learning or data science? What does it even mean in the first place? And then I will just leave you with some thoughts for those that want to get into this field. And then I pass it to you guys. You can ask me any hard questions, as you said. Okay, let's just start. first, let me briefly talk. Yes, my last name is Issaei. It's pronounced Issaei. So I'm a data scientist and consultant. So we put them together as a data science consultant. So what I do, when you ask what I actually do day to day, I teach. So I go to different client sites around the world and teach people how to do ML at a scale. So they do machine learning at scale. When I say at the scale, it means like you have big data, huge data, and you want to do data science, AI, machine learning on it. So I go and teach them. And that's about 40-50% of my time. The other 50% is implement solutions. So I actually go to the customers. They either don't have a data scientist team or they need our expertise and so on. So we get engaged with them and I implement those solutions for them. When I say solution, you can replace them with not necessarily algorithm, but I design and implement algorithm for them so they solve to solve the business problem they have in hand. Academia background, as was mentioned earlier, engineering physics and mathematics. So at the end of my degree, when I was doing engineering physics, it was a combination of doing a lot of engineering courses and a lot of core physics courses. I got really interested in math. And the last 2 years, I did a bunch of math proof courses. So I got my honors in math as well. And when I graduated, I wanted to do something more with math. And that's where I actually met Oskan. It was in University of Waterloo when I was doing my applied mathematics, master degree in applied mathematics. And then I left. I did not pursue PhD and I got into 4 years of aviation industry. So I did 2 projects, MDA and American Airlines. I will get to it briefly and I tell you both of them are different spectrum of this data science. The MDA one is really, really heavily in software engineering part, and American Airlines is a combination of software, mostly machine learning, and solving business problem using machine learning. And if someone says that how you define yourself, I would say I kind of intersection of all of these avenues, like engineering, math, data science, tech. So I just blend them together. So that's what I do day to day, pretty much. Out of office, I travel a lot, and that's part of my job and that's part of passion. This is me and my wife and my 8-month-old baby, Vida. So we are fascinated by different cultures. So we go to different countries. That's our hobby. Well, this is the agenda I put together, academy and industry journey. I know a lot of you guys are interested to know how I got here, so I'm going to get to that part quickly. I do a demo of ML, and I do a recipe for successful industry experience. And it's a lot of shift when you're going from, if you plan to end up in industry, not academia, a lot of shift. And I talk about those major shifts that personally I believe is very, very important. And I wish someone told me earlier. And I talk a little bit about passion versus habit and how you can actually be successful focusing on habit more than passion. And that's maybe a controversial subject. And then I give you some recommended books that help me technically and non-technically to get into this field and be partially successful in terms of consulting and a lot of success in terms of data science. And I leave it to you guys for Q&A. Academic journey. This is my journey after age 20. So age 18 pretty much. So I started chemical engineering. I dropped out in 2006. I moved to Canada. 2007, I said, you know what, I want to do something interesting, more interesting than chemical engineering. I didn't want to repeat the same thing. So I did engineering, physics, and math. And then in 2012, I got to Waterloo and I did my graduate studies there. 2013, when I was doing my second year in master degree, I got really interested in computational finance. And I would say that's a gateway for me when I started getting really interested in data science. And then I started doing software engineering after I graduated for 1 year. And then after that, I moved to the US 2015. I was operations research. I will talk about that in a bit. And then data science consultant at Databricks. So that's the journey of how I evolved since 2003. Academic examples. This is what I used to do in undergrad. Let me play this. This is not our robot, but that's...
It's after dinner.
There we go.
Your robot. Hey guys. Lined up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, great. Wow, that was a lot faster. Let go. You can manage to lick it faster. Yes. That was sweet.
So that was I really heavily involved. Like a lot of part, as I said, it was a combination of doing a lot of engineering, a lot of mechanical engineering courses, and then getting to a lot of physics courses. That was not our robot, but that was a mission, like helping a doll. Pretty much that was what I was doing undergrad. Really focused on mainly on this first 3 years, and then 4th year I really got interested in doing more math, and specifically the course that got me interested was functional analysis. I don't know how many of you are familiar with it, but really functional analysis. It was real analysis in that level. So I was doing some real analysis and got me really, really interested in math. So that's undergrad. You might ask me, still doesn't relate it to what I do today. So I got to grad school. Well, a lot of things that I was doing as in my undergrad made me be interested in control theory. And so I started doing with Kirsten Norris, my supervisor in University of Waterloo. I got interested in her research. I started doing estimation of infinite dimensional system. And I tell you what it is in a nutshell in the next slide. And then when I was doing control theory, as I said, the 2nd year I got really interested in finance, and I started applying the control theory in finance. And I said, you know what, why I don't take more courses in finance? So I got really interested in taking more courses in finance. And when you take a lot of more courses in finance, specifically if it's computational finance, you do a lot of programming, a lot of data, automatically you get really interested in machine learning and doing more data science. And that's really, really a journey. It's like, I would say machine learning and data science for me started probably in 2nd year of my grad studies. But if I want to go deeper in what I did for control theory, so imagine you have a system that is run by partial differential equations. And a lot of real world examples are partial differential equations. You rarely find, I don't think you have any real system that runs by ordinary differential equations. You can simplify PDEs and represent them as ODEs, but in general, a lot of systems are PDEs.
Amir, I just like to hear that, by the way, just want to say that.
Yeah. And a lot of PDEs do not have closed form solutions. Yes, some of them have under some specific boundary condition you put on and a specific topological space that you're really focusing on, but a lot of them do not have that. So what people do, I'm sure you're familiar with finite difference, finite elements, Fourier. There are tons of methods and numerical method actually you can use to approximate those PDEs. And then when you approximate them, you actually bring them down to a finite dimension system. So because you cannot represent all the infinite dimensions, so you bring it, I call it ODE, but it's finite dimension system. And let's say you want to design estimator or observer. So you have a system, I called it dynamic system, and you want to steer the state of this system to specific values. So you have some desire you want to achieve, and you want to do that. And in order to do that, you need an actuator that does it for you, and then you have some observer or estimator that observe the state.